Cheetah from Connor O'Brien.
My name is Cheetah. Cheetah Sanderling.
I was like laughing at your game show because you're like, I'm Connor from Connor O'Brien. Always.
I wanted to say like, my name's Connor. My channel is Connor O'Brien.
Did he like highlight his dimples and then like reflect like?
I just spilled. What are we doing?
The drunk book tag.
Are we supposed to introduce ourselves?
I haven't started talking yet.
Boom, go, 1, 2, 3.
Hey guys, it's Jordan. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're at BookNet Fest in Orlando, and I'm joined by some lovely friends for the drunk book tag.
Maddie, you start.
Who wants to start?
I'm Maddie from My Name is Marines.
I'm Sam from Thoughts on Phone.
I'm Lainey from gingerreadslainey.
I'm Connor from Connor O'Brien.
I'll link the original video down below. Let's start with the questions.
Should we say that we're actually drunk doing the drunk?
I think a lot of people that are doing it, they're like, I'm drinking and doing the drunk. No,
No,
we're
there.
there.
I have to preface by saying we're all over 21.
Did we say what
and
we're drinking?
over. Yeah.
This is the Tony special.
Great, especially by Tony.
Vodka, orange juice, and a splash of cranberry juice.
It doesn't taste like alcohol at all.
I want that next.
Drink faster.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Right. Question number 1, wine coolers. You're 16 and you finally managed to sneak one of your mom's Smirnoff Ices. What is one of your most guilty pleasure reads?
Oh, guilty pleasures don't exist.
Well, I feel like a lot of like the dark, like I mean paranormal romance, like the Dark Fever series, I feel like it's such a guilty pleasure read. And that's like one of mine.
I've got the Sherilyn Kenyon like YA series, The Chronicles of Nick. A fun time, and it's like one of the only romance, like paranormal romance books that I actually enjoy.
For me, it's like stuff I know that's not good because usually I'm such a critical reader. But sometimes I come across stuff that I'm like, this is not good, but I liked it anyway. So like Tessa Dare, like I'll pick up one of her books and like read it in the night and not remember what I read at all. But I had a fun time reading it, so that was that.
Mine is Sarah J. Maas.
All is revealed.
I just find them so easy to read, and it takes me 2 to 3 days to read an 800-page book. Because I just feel like they go so fast.
What was the question?
I don't remember.
I also want to say the Selection series.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was a good
That's
one.
such a good guilty pleasure.
Yeah.
Because you're like frustrated while you read it, but you're like, I can't stop.
I feel like
I
crack
stopped.
cocaine.
You stop,
I
you stop.
stopped.
You're
What point did you stop?
First book.
Oh.
I was like, America, you suck.
Oh my gosh.
You could interject. Be the disembodied voice.
Kayla is
didn't
reading
even-
the
I was like,
question.
no.
Yeah.
BOOKadoodles. I guess like if I want to read new adult, like Jennifer L. Armentrout or something, I'm like, this is trash. What about Shatter Me?
It's the worst written book I've ever read.
Did you get to eject me?
Why would I?
Question number 2, beer. You've made it to college and are hosting your first kegger. Pick your
Natty
favorite.
Light.
Pick your favorite new adult or college-aged book.
I'm gonna say The Bat by Ella Kennedy. There's a lot of like the 1990s teen tropes in it. So it's kind of like She's All That, hockey, I guess. Is it recording?
Yeah.
This video is gonna be from 2 different cameras.
You're like switch.
Sorry, the angle changed.
We have a camera change. This happens all the time on my channel. They're used to it. I think our new adult book's actually the one I just read, and it was Sweet Filthy Boy by Christina Lauren.
I want to read those.
I mean, if you want like a explicit sexual book,
I love those.
I recommend this one to you.
Able to make me
Oh, what's a new adult?
No.
It's
I don't have any new adult recommendations.
It's a hard genre to
Yeah.
find the good ones.
Hopefully.
I can't get over your eyelashes.
Connor did the drunk. No, I'm sorry. That's this video.
Keep it.
The makeup book tag, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll link it down below. That's why he's wearing makeup in this video.
I like that it's gonna take 2 questions for me to see what Connor.
Why does Connor have makeup on?
Number 3, Tequila.
Ooh.
You partied too hard last night and you drank a little too much, Jose Cuervo. What's a book that you never want to see again or your least favorite book?
The Bronze Horseman of Plain Savage.
The Shannara trilogy by
Oh, yeah.
Terry, whatever his name is.
Also,
Very
Beautiful Disaster.
50 Shades of Grey by E.L. James.
Can you wake him up and...
Anthony, we need more drinks.
I feel like this is abusive.
I forgot the question.
I think we're
When
done
we
with
all
one
answered
question.
it.
Okay, I think you guys did, and I'll just agree with it.
Dear Tom, what's a book that you read super fast?
Transcendence by Chase. Transcendence by Shay Savage. It's a romance, character-driven, prehistoric romance told in his perspective, so he doesn't understand language.
You're losing me.
He doesn't understand language, so there's no dialogue in the book.
Makeup on my hand.
Welcome to Girl World. Did I say enough?
The Summoner series for me, because when an author ends every single chapter on a cliffhanger, I automatically just keep reading, and you're spilling on yourself.
No, it's just really full.
It's Tony's fault.
He's really tired.
Filled you up.
And she goes like this.
Summoner series. Every chapter ends on a cliffhanger.
I swallowed.
Someone else go.
I think that question was dead. Remember what the question was?
The next question. Okay. Everybody
all this shit?
sober. Bring yourself together.
Spring break. You throw your inhibitions to the wind and end up having a sexy night you'll never forget. What is your favorite smutty read?
I don't read smut.
I do. Smutty reads.
really focused.
I feel like we've already talked about Kristen McRitchie. They're super smutty with content. I feel like that's important to add.
Yeah.
Amanda Boucher has like a Greek god kind of smut. I really liked that. Skye Warren is another favorite romance author. She has a lot of stuff.
Why weren't you on the romance panel?
I know.
Dark Fever, I've already mentioned that in this video, I think. Wait, have you read that?
It's awful.
It's good awful. No, it's good.
Is that the one where she's like,
I don't know.
oh, he bruised my ribs. He might be dangerous.
Probably.
I can't wear
That sounds familiar.
I really liked Sweet Filthy Boy. Again, I'll just repeat myself.
I don't know what the question was, but I'm going to suggest J.A. Radmersky's In the Company of Killers
I want to
series.
read that.
Oh, Jordan, you would love it so much. It's about assassins.
Oh, I need to know.
That's
I need
it.
to know.
Like real, like in real world assassins. I don't even know what we're doing right now.
Next question.
Screwdriver. What is the most twisted book you've ever read?
Gillian Flynn. I've read all of her books, but my favorite is Dark Places. So I think that's a really good, like, twisted story, but any of her books are really twisted.
Sharp Objects was the first one I read, and that one like changed my whole view of writing and reading.
Yeah.
And writing and reading. I don't even know what the question is, but I agree with you.
I don't read a lot of thrillers, but I think the third book in the Anita Blake series, which is our urban fantasy, has they're like reanimating corpses, and there's this like zombie corpse where a bunch of like things are sewn together into this like blob
creepy.
zombie.
Makes me just think of like
That
that
is
Disney
creepy.
movie that's like, they have like, I'm a blob. You know what I'm talking about?
No.
It's like aliens versus
Monsters vs. Aliens.
monsters versus aliens.
It's not completely crazy.
No, I know exactly what he's talking about.
Thank you. I feel like cannot take myself seriously with all this makeup on my face.
Pause. We're recording.
We need to like.
Pause.
What is the next question?
I have to pee.
Long Island iced tea. The melting pot of alcoholic beverages. What is one of your favorite diverse reads?
The Sun is Also a Star.
In a Long Island
It's by Nicola Yoon. That book changed my life. I've never related to a passage more than when she was talking about African hair. because I have African hair because I'm biracial. So it's like I totally understood that whole background of it. I'm like, oh, that's my hair. I get it. Never seen that in a book before.
I had that same experience, but with Americana by Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie, and she talks about that same thing. Like it starts, and the first scene is like her in a salon spending hours getting her hair done, and I was like, "Girl, same."
Yeah.
And to like finally see that in a book, I was kind of like that had an impact on me. Sorry, you get a lot less eloquent.
Molly's like becoming like so well spoken. She's like,
She's still the most eloquent drunk I know.
As far as diversity and like a lot of diversity, I think the 5th season or like the Broken Earth
that's
trilogy,
what I was gonna say.
Yeah, is like as far as race and sexualities, and like it's so there's so much in it, and it's just in it, and it's not like about it. It's just in it.
I'd love to see. I mean, you said it in a panel earlier during this weekend. Like, I want to do cool shit too. Like, I want to be able to see myself
being a
like,
badass.
Yeah,
and that's
defeating
what
the dragon, and that's what the 5th season is. Is that there's this badass woman of color that is taking names, and
she's like wrecking shit.
She is like the most cool character I have ever read.
I haven't read this book.
Yes. Yes.
And you're
I
like,
wanted that for me from Bessie so bad.
Oh, yes, I get it.
The 5th season.
Yeah.
Check it out. I really have to pee so bad.
I do too.
Alright, Sex on the Beach. A drink that's great in theory, but wasn't exactly all it was cracked up to be. What is a book that just didn't live up to the hype?
Rebel Sands.
Okay.
By Ellen Hamilton. Rewind, start over. Rebel the Sands by Alwyn Hamilton. I really was excited for that book, but I did not like it at all.
Caraval by Stephanie Garber could have been so
that
cool.
could have been much better.
I was disappointed by Vasilisa.
The
What was it?
Vasa
in the Night.
In the Night.
I thought it was gonna be really cool, like Russian elements. Bob Ziga.
It has it. It's just weird.
Minus Throne of Glass, I feel like everybody was talking about it, and I was like, yeah, an assassin story. And then she doesn't assassinate anyone. Constantly like, you snuck up on me and I didn't notice. I'm like,
she's
you
the
were an
worst
assassin. You're like,
assassin.
and like,
She doesn't assassinate
mysterious-
people either.
there's
She said that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Drunk book guy.
I keep forgetting this is my camera too. I'm like, oh, that
Wait,
camera's
are we
so
recording?
pretty.
Mine was 100% passenger. That was pitched to me as being a pirate
Travel
Yeah.
a
pirate.
pirate book with traveling through time. Those were privateers. They were not pirates. And the time traveling did not start until 3/4 of the way through the book. And they went to one place. And
I
that
have
was it.
something about that.
And I was just
we got the BEA arc of it,
What is
and
this?
then it came out saying
I don't know what
that
that means.
the first half of the
She's
book
got something
wasn't
to say.
relevant anymore. I have the
I love you.
I have the exclusive BEA
Relevant.
arc. What did he say?
Relevant.
So what is...
Sober.
Next question, please.
Wine.
Yes.
You just gone through a rough breakup, so you park yourself in bed with your favorite bottle of wine. Name a book that made you cry out all of your feels.
And every morning, the way home gets longer and longer by Frederick Bachman. It is devastating.
Didn't Katie say he's dead?
No, that's one of her favorite authors. Frederick Bachman is very much alive.
I met him. He's a very nice
Yeah, no.
Throwing a knife in my book.
And every morning, the way home gets longer and longer is about this grandfather who has a like mental
Dementia.
dementia, Alzheimer's, something like that, and he's starting to slowly forget his entire life. I cried during it.
Are you gonna cry now?
No.
It's just the lashes.
They're very heavy. Do you have any type of grandparent that hasn't been able to keep everything until the very end, and they're struggling and they're trying to live? It's so hard to see someone that's been so independent for so long have to rely on younger people.
That was such a serious answer.
He does this and usually all the
Yeah.
videos.
You have a really serious
This is
answer
like the
every
farm
time.
Why?
All
No!
I'm thinking about right now is like when Dimitri calls Rose Rosa.
topic with some.
But like Connor was
Something
talking,
about
and he
crying.
was like,
I'm thinking, can I finish
Sorry.
this? And can Tony make me another?
Out of vodka. I want Jameson right now.
Me too.
Does it taste the same? At
No.
this point, it should
We're
taste
almost
the
out
same.
of-
Okay, next
We
question.
need more.
No!
And alcohol.
Marian's didn't have to talk first.
Yeah.
Mine are serious too. I cried a lot with Did You Ever Have a Family by Bill Clegg, which is about a woman who loses like her entire family basically in a house explosion that is kind of her fault.
oh wow.
And like her dealing with the grief and stuff, and I bawled through the entire thing. And even though I didn't really like this book, like 5 stars, like I openly cried on an airplane about it, and it was The Hate List. I can't even remember who wrote it. There was like a school shooting, and it's told from the girlfriend of the shooter, who like survives, and then like everybody shuns her because they're like, well,
she
you
was
must have
connected
known,
with-
right? But she's
the
like,
shooter.
I didn't
I
know
know.
him as like a shooter, like
Right.
he was just my boyfriend, and like her going through that like kind of the whole process. Like I was on a plane and just like,
The most recent one I cried in was the last book in Daughter Smoke and Bone because of a character death.
I want
Yeah.
to read those books.
And one book that I'm thinking of that I actually cried like multiple times, and people like have a bad taste for this book now, is We Were Liars by E. Lockhart, but I listened to it on audio, and the narrator, like her voice shakes when she's saying certain things, and like if I hear someone cry, like I'm gonna start crying.
yeah.
So like there was things that, like I was more emotionally invested than I think if I would have read it in like physical text, because it was like you felt like you were listening to her recount what was happening, and she was like devastated.
So my honest
Fully.
answer is that I like cry all the time.
I cried during Click with Adam Sandler.
Yeah.
On
During the
verge
voice when they
of-
do the like chair turnarounds, I'm like, you made it.
I love you.
What's your Hogwarts house?
Slytherin.
No, it's not.
No.
The way that I like go for things is Slytherin,
Okay.
but Hufflepuff is like up
Are
there
you
a
a
little bit.
Yeah.
Is it
I'm
a
Hufflepuff.
really?
I don't do that thing.
That
I don't
seems
do.
like
I don't
a
do the
real-
half houses.
I don't either. I had an existential crisis when I got put into Hufflepuff like 5 times. I'm like, no, I'm a Gryffindor.
I'm a Ravenclaw with Slytherin tendencies.
I'm a
They will handle
Slytherin
that.
with
Mhm.
like Gryffindor, Hufflepuff.
Yeah, I feel like you
tendencies.
have
So
I think I'm a Hufflepuff with Gryffindor qualities.
I'm so Ravenclaw, it hurts.
What was even the question?
One more. Strip club. What's the sexiest naked book? Like the book without the dust jacket?
Oh, I
The
thought it was gonna be a
Night Circus.
chesty cover.
What is
Can I
that?
The Night
mean,
Circus.
like one that's like a guy with
I
like,
mean, like
abs. That's
honestly,
a
when I
chesty cover.
think chesty,
That's-
I think of like girls that are like.
Well, see, when I think of chesty, I think
Just
of
like
dudes.
that. Exactly.
Dudes with the abs. I'm gonna say Claimed by L. Kennedy.
You're wrong. Your answer is
wrong.
wrong.
I don't
Just
care.
go for it.
I'm making it my own question. Which is a post-apocalyptic romance that really portrays, I think, post-apocalyptic in the correct sense of no loss.
I love you.
I really like post-apocalyptic.
Because I don't know how to pronounce things when I'm drunk. I want to make sure that I think I'm enunciating correctly.
I love you.
I love you too. I love everybody. I love Tony, and I've only known him for 2 days.
He knows how to make drinks.
Honestly, yes. Knowing how to make the drinks sealed the deal.
Everything you
was
said about her camera, I was like, winner.
Yes, when you were holding
Yeah.
the camera and we were walking in, I was like, I love him.
I don't, to be honest, even remember what the question was.
What's the last question?
That was the last question.
What was it?
Oh, so
Well, what
What's
is
the
the last?
sexiest naked book?
Oh.
I
We didn't answer it.
I did. I said Claimed.
You
by
answered it wrong.
I like the Caraval naked books
It's
in
pretty.
the UK.
Similar to Night Circus.
I've never read the book.
I've never seen a naked night circus.
Yeah, some of them have that same kind of like there's like a clock.
The Bone season has a really pretty
Yeah.
cover that reminds me of the clock.
Did they change it though?
I don't know.
I think they did.
They have a new.
I know.
Covered like a whole aesthetic.
Ugh.
I'm not about it.
The cover.
The cover
Yeah.
and the entire
I
like.
feel a little.
Do I need to?
Yeah,
do I
me
need
too.
to
I know,
slap my
I'm feeling
face?
like
Passenger has a really nice naked
it is
cover
really
as well.
pretty.
It's
a
got
really pretty
night
Steel
color
Hearts.
and it has like
The
the
silver tree on
Yeah.
it.
Steelheart has a good one.
Can you quickly do your outro?
Yes.
just to
Yes,
make sure?
I'm sorry.
We're done with
read
what?
it.
Like
With
reading?
reading?
Yeah.
Are they good?
If you love lemon.
I like
You
lemon
have
sometimes.
cards
Can I try?
I don't know where these went.
Yeah.
Can I try?
You want to do it?
We're very distracted today.
Can I have a cookie?
Yes.
Mari has 4 eyes. I I need to do Cards Against Humanity.
You're gonna be able to read?
I can read.
What I want to do is go to sleep.
I'm so
I understand.
I love you guys.
Let's finish this.
So
So that was it. That was the last question. Thank you guys so much for joining us. I will link, not we. You're not gonna help me. I will link all their channels down below in the description box. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll talk to you very soon. Bye.
Bye.
I can look at the camera once that whole time.
just unrecord it.
How do we turn this off?
Hit the red button.
Where's the red button?
Honestly.